I would like to share insights. I've had quite a few profound insights through dreams as well, but also meditations. And I've been writing about them. And that brings me so much understanding, so much opening of the heart. And I would like to share. I would like to share. I don't know what's going to bring to anyone listening to this. Today, this happening meditation, but also in real life. So I was delivering a stretching class accompanied by a beautiful lady who does sound healing. So I usually do my first half with the stretching, release the body, release the tension. We calm down the nervous system through the movement, very gentle, very slow, very easy. And when we feel all nice and relaxed, then the sound healing comes through. And then everyone gets into position of rest so they can meditate. And I guide a meditation and the sound healing starts. And then I take a pause to allow people to journey with the sounds, with the frequency. And this time I decided to take 10 minutes of that time to receive. And as I went into meditation, it was interesting because this lady, I'll put the link below, she tried rain and thunder in the background. And it worked really well. But what happened is I went into meditation and I saw myself in my childhood home. When it used to rain, with living in a tropical area, there is a myth that we have to cover the mirrors with a bed sheet, so that it didn't attract the lightning into the house, close the curtains, and remove anything metal outside. So if you have like uh, a wash line, if your pegs have those little metals, you remove them all so it doesn't attract lightning. And we were surrounded by trees in this house. So I saw myself as a child running and covering the mirror in my bedroom. And I suddenly felt fear in my tummy. So through the meditation, I decided to stay with the fear, to alchemize, to release, to accept, but also to release. And I guess this is a fear that comes from this myth, right? How a parent introduce this belief into a way of living. And it's funny because I was together with people from other countries and I asked, is this something that happens in your country when it rains? They said, no, it doesn't. So it must be very cultural. And that must have inflicted some sort of fear. So I was able to stay with the fear. And within a couple of minutes, the fear dissolved in my tummy. And as it dissolved, I saw myself outside the house in the middle of the thunderstorm. My feet was muddy and in the grass. And I was pointing to the sky and going, thunder, 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 thunder. And I was making thunder. I was making chaos. And then I suddenly realized, if I can make chaos, I can make peace. So then I stopped creating thunder, which then the thunder stopped, but the rain remained. And then I realized that for me to create chaos, I would have to have chaos inside me. So if I wanted to create peace, I would need to create peace inside me. And I sat with the rain, and this time without the fear. And I was slowly feeling peace, and slowly the rain started to very gradually stop. When I came back around, the sound healing was still going for another few minutes. And then at the end, I read oracle cards, and I picked up the cards, and the message was absolutely spot on this message of chaos. There was a lady in the group with a t-shirt that said chaos coordinator. And I thought, oh my God, look at all these messages coming through, all the synchronicities. So the message here, I know for sure in my heart, the message here is we spend a lot of time, even from childhood, being a chaos coordinator. Chaos exists. We cannot stop chaos. We cannot avoid chaos. life happens. But a lot of the times, chaos is attracted because of the chaos that we internalize, that we already have it inside us. And when we can organize, reorganize, or even coordinate and soothe the chaos inside, we have no holding point of chaos inside of us to attract chaos outside of us. And anyone can say, you know, I live in a house, everyone is arguing, everyone is fighting, it's chaos. But there is a point where you can organize the chaos inside of you, and even that chaos on the external does not affect you. Because chaos can affect us if we allow it. But if we don't allow it, chaos doesn't need to affect us. And this is where going within and reorganizing, releasing that fear, releasing that doubt, releasing that feeling that makes you uncomfortable is where we are going to be able to release the holding point of any frequency to be stuck within ourselves, to then attract these frequencies outside of ourselves. So if you feel that you have been the chaos coordinator in your environment, in your family, in your place of work, in your friendship, in your, try to take a moment to meditate, try to take a moment to ask some questions to yourself and find out where within yourself, when you feel the chaos that you want to control, that you want to clean up, that you want to fix it, that you feel is coming through for you. Because at that moment that you realize it's coming through for you is the moment that it will be attracting the external chaos to begin to start. And right now, the process I'm navigating at the moment is exactly this, is this internal chaos that I feel, that I've started to notice coming through, surfacing in my being, surfacing in my inside. And instead of trying to suppress and block it, I'm trying to feel. And then fear comes up, self-doubt comes up, lack of self-worth comes up, lack of authenticity comes up. And if I can sit with this uncomfortable feeling in myself and release, then I know that I can be in a space, in the environment where the chaos will not affect me. So if someone is acting defensive, if someone is acting judgmental, if someone is acting critical, these might not even touch me, might not affect me, because I have changed those things that was creating chaos inside of me. So this is the insight I wanted to share. I would like to come back and share more insights. I feel they are collective messages, and if I can share them and bring any type of understanding, clarity, aha moment, or even validation, then it's a good start. Thank you so much for listening.